I have never cared about politics in my whole life. What Trump is doing in the United States of America and the citizens is absolutely unacceptable. It won't affect me. I don't even give a shit. I'll be fine. But for the average American that has struggles every day, somebody in their family's sick, they're sick, they lost a job, they lost health care, Trump absolutely is pissing on the heads and in the face of every American. He has stolen more money and will steal more money by the time he gets out of office, more than every president in the last 250 years combined. Congress should fucking be held accountable, and Trump should be fucking thrown in jail. This is an absolute fucking sham. What he is doing to the United States and to the economy will never recover from it. The consequences will be felt for the next 50 years. He is digging us a hole so deep with his fucking corruption and his cronies' corruption and his lies and his bullshit. I cannot believe that we're fucking having to deal with this guy. I have never cared about what a president did. But this level of corruption is so over the top. I don't know how in the hell Congress is allowing this shit to happen. The guy's fucking making stock trades and 3 days later he's fucking spitting out the ticker symbol and speeches. It's fucking abhorrent. He's disgusting. He's despicable. The guy is a lying, cheating pig.
I really don't understand tariffs. Honestly, I just know they us up.
All we heard was drill, drill, drill during the election, and now all we're getting is drilled into the dirt with these prices.
If you could talk to President Trump directly right now, what would you tell him?
Should you want me to really say it on air? I say, you. I don't mean to be disrespectful to any leader, but he's disrespectful to us, and he doesn't care.
The average American is struggling to make ends meet right now, and nobody wants to hear the war's almost over. Nobody wants to hear it's going to get better. You've had a year to make it better at this point. Make it better. Make America great again, right?
I think the problem that everyone's having is that when Trump got into office, we thought we were going to end corruption, drain the swamp, get rid of all the people that are bleeding the system dry. But when he got in there, it wasn't like his last term. Something's different. It's not America first. He's not hugging the flag. He's not out talking to people that are poor. He's got an agenda. And the system swallowed him up. It swallowed him up. And it's evident and it's plain to see what's going on. I've never seen this level of corruption in all my years. The stuff that goes on and nothing's done about it, it's truly disgusting in my eyes. It's not America first. It's very blatant and obvious that he doesn't care about anyone who doesn't have a 401k or is invested in the stock market. If you make less than $200,000 or $300,000 a year, you're old news. He forgot about us, and that's why I tell everybody, you got to save yourself. You got to find a way to swim out of this mess. You got to find a way to keep paddling, but it's hard because people don't have access to money. Don't have access to food. And let this be a valuable lesson. But like I said, I'll never vote again. I'm done. I don't trust anybody.
Well, it was an open book test. All the warnings were there. People tried to warn them, but they chose to ignore. But now since the policies are starting to affect them personally, now they regret. So let's have a look. Please like and have the video and let me know your thoughts in the comments, right? Let's get into it.
This is not what I voted for at all, Donald Trump. And it is time for every honest, rational American who supported this man like I did because they wanted the end of foreign wars. For us to stop spending our money, lives, and destroying our military that we're supposed to use to defend the homeland. Here, the United States of America, for our people. To fight wars for a foreign country. The Palestinians are trapped in a bombed, destitute area of land with no resources because Israel has cut off all water, power, and food and humanitarian aid to the area. They have literally nothing. No military. Nothing. They can't fight back. And they're currently being bombed from the sky with our money. We are currently attacking Israel's enemies in an area that we have no strategic interest in whatsoever. You have got to come clean. Fuck the Epstein files. Fuck the JFK bullshit. Tell us what the fuck has you so afraid of Israel? Tell us, what are you so terrified of? Trump, Elon, why are you guys so afraid of the truth when it regards Israel? Just level with us. Like, I don't even think it's personal blackmail at this point. It can't possibly be that. Are you that evil that you would let millions of people die and ruin millions of Americans' lives and risk World War III? That's how worried you are about the, 5 or 10 years you might have left on the planet? What did Netanyahu tell you, Trump? Does he have nukes in a supervolcano in Montana that he can detonate if you do anything wrong? How are we being blackmailed by Israel? Come clean with the American people. If you want us to die on their behalf, tell us why we're dying on their behalf. Explain it to us. Because there is no rational interest for us to continue to fund and die in foreign wars.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to another MAGA person say this isn't what I voted for. I'm going to address that right here. It is what you voted for. Okay? When you buy a ticket to a movie, you make a decision based on the preamble, right? You see the previews, you learn about it, you look at its Rotten Tomatoes rating, whatever. You paid for the ticket, you go in, you watch the film. If you don't like the film, it's still what you paid for. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. You can try and go and argue to get your money back. But since you've already eaten the meal, you act as if it all happened in a vacuum. You act as if his lies weren't fucking transparent. This is what bothers me. The other side, the one you vilify, the one you call idiots, the one you call snowflakes, my side, okay, the blue side, you called us assholes and all kinds of names. You'd say we have a derangement syndrome because we told you the man is a liar. He's been a liar his whole life. His first term, he lied to you, and you accepted it. The man has lied more than any other person in office, verified. He lies every time he speaks. Every time he speaks or tweets or puts out a truth on Truth Social, he lies. There are dozens upon dozens of videos in my canon of me dissecting every single lie that comes out of his mouth. Other content creators have done it too. Many people are needed to do this work because he lies all the time. We talked about his failed businesses, his bankruptcies, all the contractors that he devastated and caused to commit suicide or go bankrupt, etc. The unpaid workers, the violated women. You learned about his failed marriages. You learned about his infidelity, his promiscuity. You learned about how his current marriage is on the rocks because he paid a porn star committing fraud to pay this porn star that he slept with after his wife had just given birth to her anchor baby. Just making sure that's clear. He lied about things you know about directly to your face. He lied about cats and dogs being eaten by Haitians. He lied about everything. And we told you repeatedly, he's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. You're voting for a liar. You're following a liar. You want those lies to be true because you're crazy. You want those lies to be true, but they're not. And you said we had Trump derangement syndrome. I think you're the ones who are deranged and have Trump derangement syndrome. And we said that too. We called you weird. We told you what you look like from the outside because you look fucking insane. You don't know how to read charts. You don't know how to read data. You don't trust science. You don't trust real investigative journalism. You don't trust reality. You don't even think that the world is round or that we've been to the moon. And then you have the unmitigated goal to say, this is not what you voted for. We gave Donald Trump the lowest possible review it was possible to give. You went through all those Yelp reviews and you said, no, I'm going to go there. You bought your ticket. You went in knowing exactly what was on the program. And now you're saying, but that's not what I wanted to have happen. That's what that really means. What it really means is I didn't realize how bad this would actually be, and I did not want this particular eventuality to happen. That's what you're saying. That's not what I wanted to buy. Well, too bad. Because it was clearly written on the fucking label. Project 2025 was a supervillain monologue written out for you, but you fuckers are so illiterate you couldn't bother to go read it. But the whole plan was written out for you to see. This is not what you voted for. It absolutely fucking is. And you need to rework your understanding of how language functions. Say, this isn't what I wanted to have happen. Say it. You can't, can you? Because that would admit a mistake. You would be saying there, I was wrong. But when you say this isn't what I voted for, you make it sound like you're the victim, like you got fucking scammed. You got scammed by somebody wearing a sweater saying scam artist. Everybody around you tried to tell you he's known for being a scam artist. He's a criminal. Every single fucking person tried to tell you and you argued. And now you're saying it's not what you wanted. It's too bad. You're stuck with it now. This is not what it absolutely is what you voted for. Stop trying to shirk your responsibility. You fucking narcissistic shitbags. Wallow in it. Roll around in the bed you made, you stupid motherfucker. Gas prices are gonna spike within the next 2 weeks. Mark my words. In the next 2 weeks, you will see a spike the likes of which you have never seen in your lifetime. And then all of you stupid motherfuckers with your gas-guzzling fucking pickup trucks can pay the price for your vote, because this is what you voted for. You put the dumbest, money-grubbingest, scammiest, sleaziest motherfucker you could find in office to appoint everybody around him. And who did he appoint? Scary assholes like Stephen Miller and Marco Rubio. Fucking, what are you thinking? This is what you voted for. Chaos. You voted for the degradation of our rights. You voted for the destruction of our economy. That's exactly what we told you you would get. It's exactly what they told you you would get. So stop playing the fucking victim. Admit what you did wrong. I did vote for this, and I regret it utterly. Suck a fucking chode, you piece of shit. You absolute fucking piece of shit who could not think outside of your own experience, who could not, for 1 second, empathize with other people, who was so caught up in the notion of being superior to another poor person that you worshipped a rich guy. How did he get to be rich? Lying, cheating, stealing, thieving. He's not rich because he's better at business. If you look at his business, it's a house of cards. Every operation feeds into another operation. And he's using the federal government to pad his pockets, and you say, that's not what I voted for. When it's clear from his entire business career, that's exactly identically what you were gonna get. Eat a giant fat horse cock. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Eat a giant dick.
Oh my God. Forgive me, but she's so on point. For months, many Trump voters, they defended every controversy, everyone. All right. For months, many Trump voters, they defended every controversy, every warning sign, and every criticism. But now since the grocery bills are rising, the living cost remain high, political chaos dominates every headlines, some are beginning to ask, is this what we voted for, But this should not come as a surprise because the warnings were public repeatedly over and over again, The debates happened in public, so they had him, what he was going to do. Kamala Harris warned that tariffs would increase the prices, but they chose to ignore all those warnings. She predicted a lot of what is happening today, but they never cared about that, They chose to ignore all the warnings. So when they say, this is not what we voted for, the response is simple. This is exactly what people warn you about, They were okay supporting policies meant to hurt immigrants and other minorities. But now since the policies are affecting their wallets, they now show concern, Also, they can't tell us that they never thought that things would become this ugly because they already saw 4 years of his presidency. They saw his governing style. They saw all the drama. They saw all the controversies that surrounded his administration, But yet still, millions decided to choose him again. So elections have consequences. Decisions made at the voting booth, they show up in everyday life, at the grocery store, at the gas station, in utility bills and housing costs. So people should take election seriously because it is a decision that is going to shape your future. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.